Welcome back. It's time to talk on the money with On Point Community Credit Union. If you started the year with big goals for your finances, it can be hard to keep those resolutions on track. So On Point is here to renew your commitment. Joining me now is Oregon City Branch Manager Amber Kelly. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Always good to see you. Okay, so resolutions, easy to make, hard to keep.
Oh my gosh, so true. How many of us have been there before? I mean, it's easy to think about a resolution for a month or 2 months, but we're looking for resolutions that are going to last the whole year and maybe beyond.
Yeah.
So finding ways to set yourself up for success early, and it's still early,
yes.
to get going. Don't be discouraged. So really thinking about how you can make this last the whole year.
Yeah, so what advice do you have for us? How can we get started?
I mean, the first key I really feel like is looking at where your money is going today. If you don't understand where you're saving, where you're spending, how much is coming in and how much is going out, going to be pretty tough to stick to a resolution.
Yeah.
So also looking at ways to not bite off too much, like small improvements or small changes to your budget can be way more successful than tackling like, I'm not going to spend any money and I'm just going to pay off my bills. That's probably not sustainable for a month, let alone a whole year.
Yeah.
So looking at smaller pieces.
Yeah, setting realistic goals, like you say, and then regular check-ins, because we can modify resolutions if we need to.
Right. Yeah. I think that's really key. I mean, life happens. We can't predict today what's going to happen in September or October. So being able to have a resolution that can be changed as the year goes on, if we lose a job, have change in employment, have some unexpected bills come up, doing a monthly or quarterly check-in on that budget as you go throughout the year and being okay with making an adjustment to it.
Yeah.
So that you can still feel like you've had success overall with those changes and they could be more sustained for the long run.
Yeah.
So.
And then you also say don't fall into bill fatigue. What is that? What do you mean by that?
Oh my gosh. So I think people start off with big plans, right? Like I'm not going to spend money. I'm just going to save, no eating out, or whatever that might look like to you, right? But we can get into bill fatigue is what I call it, is when all you're doing is paying off bills. If we're just working and paying off bills, how fun is that? We need to set some goals for ourselves, even little things like a coffee or a pair of shoes or whatever might motivate you to keep you going. And so then you don't feel like you have to be perfect all the time, but you're working towards a smaller goal to see long-term improvements in your budget and your finance.
Yeah, and what if we're doing all this, but something unexpected happens, or we do make a misstep, maybe we buy too many shoes. How should we move forward? How should we get past that?
Oh my gosh, well, we're human, right? We need to show ourselves a little grace. We usually give more grace to others than we do ourselves.
Yeah.
So just thinking, how can I set myself up for success next time? Okay, this failed. It didn't quite work as planned. What have I learned from this? And then jump back on, the budgeting train, as you will. Think about what can I do next to be successful the next time this comes up.
Yeah.
And know that you might have a bad week and you really just need to go out to dinner on a Friday night because that's how you're going to make it through the next week.
Yeah.
So give yourself grace and forgive yourself for making small changes to your budget as they go along.
For sure. What is the number one kind of question or maybe concern that people have this time of year, especially when they come into the branch? What are they looking for?
I think people a lot of times don't even understand where their money is going. And so I think that's the first key to success in planning a budget or planning how you're going to be successful with a long-term budget. Little changes like, maybe only going out for coffee once a week instead of every day can really affect your budget. And so I think tracking that and understanding where the money's going that you're making can be the first step to success.
Great. How does On Point support people who want to stick with their financial resolutions and have these goals?
Oh my gosh. Well, we're here to serve our members and to serve the communities we're in. We have nearly 60 branches in the Oregon and Southwest Washington area, and a lot of really excited staff to help people talk about these things and talk about these topics. We have resources online as well, but we really would love to see people face to face, have them come right into the branch and stop by and say hi, and we can give advice and work on plans for them.
Yeah, I know. I love that how all of your employees are happy to connect in person and have conversations, frankly, even if they're not about money. What can I do in this neighborhood? What's fun to do? What do you do? What restaurants do you like to go to? You're also helpful in all different aspects of life. So yes, go visit their website. Again, nearly 60 branches in our area, lots of online tools and resources you can get at that website. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.